Hello everyone, myself Professor Tushar Gujarati from SND College of Engineering, Yevla. Today we will study reduction of complicated block diagrams. So this is very important in case of block diagram reduction. Okay, so we have to apply the block diagram reduction principles and rules over here to solve or to reduce the block diagrams. So reduction of complicated block diagrams. The block diagram of a practical feedback control system is often quite complicated. Okay, so it may include several feedback or feed forward loops and multiple inputs. So practical feedback control system may have several feedback feed forward loops, multiple inputs. By means of systematic block diagram reduction, every multiple loop linear feedback system may be reduced to canonical form. So we can solve every feedback system to a canonical form in simplified form. Okay, the following general steps may be used as a basic approach in the reduction of complicated block diagram. So step number 1 is combine all cascade blocks using transformation 1. First of all, we have to combine all cascade blocks, means series blocks we have to combine. Then we have to combine all parallel blocks. Okay, then we have to eliminate all minor feedback loops using transformation 4. Then shift summing points to the left and take off points to the right of the major loop using transformation 7, 10 and 12. Repeat steps 1 to 4 until the canonical form has been achieved for a particular input, and at the last repeat steps 1 to 5 for each input as required. So these are the steps we have to solve. First of all series, then parallel, then feedback loops, and then we have to shift the take off points and summing points if required. Okay, so these are the steps. And for the formulas of transformation 1 to 4 up to 12, whatever rules are there, you should watch my previous video. In that video I have shown you all types of rules. Okay, so now question is something like this: reduce the block diagram to canonical form. Okay, so we have to simplify this block diagram. So how will you simplify? Now you have to combine first of all the series parts. Okay, so this is series. Okay, G1 and G4 are in series, that's why we get their reduction as G1 into G4. Okay, similarly this part is in parallel. The two blocks are in parallel and their sign is positive, so that's why we have to add both the blocks. Okay, so the block is G3 and G2, that's why we'll get addition as G2 plus G3. So like this we have solved two simple elements. Now we can eliminate minor feedback loop. Okay, so how will you eliminate minor feedback loop? Now here you have got G1 into G4. Okay, so this is one minor feedback loop. Okay, this is called as minor feedback loop. So this minor feedback loop we have to solve. So same thing is written in next slide. So here you see G1 into G4 divided by H1. So we know the formula. What is formula? G upon 1 plus or minus G into H. Okay, so here G means upper term and H means lower term. So same thing I have written in here, G1 into G4 divided by 1 minus G1 into G4 into H1. Okay, so like this we get feedback loop solved. Now next step number 4, shift summing points or take off points. Now in this problem we no need to solve such a take off point and summing point. Okay, so here the blocks are simplified, many blocks are simplified. Now we have simplified the feedback loop. Okay, so the feedback loop is written over here, and this is parallel part that we have written here, and this feedback loop is as it is. Okay, you again check the problem again one more time. So what is problem? So here we have solved the feedback loop. This feedback loop we have solved. This is series part we have solved. Okay, and this part as it is. So everything I have written in the next slide. So this is our feedback loop. This is series. This is parallel part. And this is feedback loop. Now here again we can multiply these two blocks. Okay, So these two blocks are in series, these two blocks. So we can multiply these two blocks and we will get one single block. Okay. So when blocks in series we have to multiply. So that's why we have multiplied these two blocks. So denominator remain as it is. Only upper terms are multiplied. So what is the answer? G1 into G4 in bracket G2 plus G3 divided by 1 minus G1 G2 G1 G4 H1. Okay. And the feedback loop remain as it is. Now we have to solve this entire feedback loop. Now this is last step. We have to solve this entire feedback loop. Okay. So you can solve this entire feedback loop or you can keep this answer as it is. Okay. So this may be your final answer. So like this you can solve the block diagrams. Now we will check another example, that is simplify the block diagram. The question is simplify the block diagram and block diagram is shown as it is. Now here in this diagram the complication is very large because here these two blocks G1 and G2 are in series, but in between them this summing point is available. That's why we cannot take these two in series. Okay. So this summing point is obstacle over here. So what we are doing here, we are going to shift this obstacle over here. So we are going to use here rule. So what is rule? We are shifting these summing points towards left side, that is ahead of a block. So while using this rule, what we have to do? We have to take reciprocal of this block. Okay. In the parallel over here 1 upon G1. Okay. So here that's why we got S2 upon G1 over here, and where we have simplified here summing point. So like this we got simplified the block diagram. Now it is very simple to simplify this answer. Now you can check these two blocks are in series and we can solve this feedback loop very easily. This is very simple feedback loop. Okay. So now you check here. We have solved this feedback loop and we got answer as G1 G2 divided by 1 minus G1 G2 H1. Okay. And this is our regular term and this is G3. Now in this case what you can do, you can take these two in series. Okay. And this is one feedback loop. Okay. And if you solve this entire feedback loop, now this is one feedback loop, then you will get this answer. This is your answer of this feedback loop. Now again you see here, again here there is no term. Okay. That's why we can assume here 1, and again we can solve this feedback loop, this entire feedback loop, and we will get this answer. Okay. So we have to use here formula feedback loop, that is G upon 1 plus or minus GH. Correct. So here negative sign is provided, negative. That's why in the formula we can take here positive sign. We have to simplify everything and then we will get final answer. Okay. So like this we can solve the problem. Again one more question is provided here. Reduce the block diagram. So here in this case what is shown over here, the different blocks are shown. So first step is to eliminate the loop G3 G4 H1. So we have to eliminate this loop G3 G4 H1, we can eliminate. But what is obstacle here? This point is obstacle, this take up point. Okay. So this take up point is obstacle. So we are moving this towards here. We are going to move these take up points behind the block G4. Okay. So when we are moving this pickup point behind this block G4, what we have to do? We have to add reciprocal of this G4 over here, 1 upon G4. Okay. That's why we have written here S2 upon G4 in the upper line. Okay. And G3 and G4 are separated now, they are in series, and H1 is also simplified. Okay. Now the problem is simplified. Now you can solve this feedback loop very easily. So now you see the diagram. Now we have eliminated this feedback loop. Okay. So we got this answer. Okay. Now these two blocks are in series. Correct. and the feedback path is this. Okay, now here we can use the feedback loop formula. Okay, so feedback loop formula can be used over here in this part. So this is one feedback loop. So what will be the answer? So the answer we get after solving this is our answer of feedback loop. Now G1 part as it is over here, G1, and lower part S3 is as it is. Now this is one more feedback loop. Okay, so this feedback loop also can be solved with the help of formula, that is G upon 1 plus or minus GH. Now here it is negative sign is provided, that's why in this formula you should take positive sign. Here we have to take positive sign. So after eliminating all the blocks, you will get only one block, one input and one output. So one input is R of S, one output is Y of S, and in the block the values are written. Now one more problem I have shown here, reduce the block diagram. So the book number is written from NICE page number 242, from where the example is taken. Now here first two blocks are in series, that can be solved easily. Now this is one feedback loop that we can solve easily. Okay, or you can add all the summing points together. You can add all the summing points and you can write like this, all the inputs. Okay, you can write separate also, or you can add also, and now you can solve one by one the feedback loops, or you can add the all feedback loops together like this, H1 of S minus H2 of S plus S3 of S. So here all are added together, H1, H2, S3, and their sign are taken plus minus what given, and now this feedback loop can be solved very easily. Okay, and we can multiply G1 of S to that feedback loop, and finally we will get this answer. This is the final answer that we get. So thank you so much all of you for watching this video. In this video we have discussed some complicated problems of block diagram reduction. So thank you so much all of you for watching this video.